Welcome to the DTOS News Desk. This week we are in Dubai for the Mauritius Financial and Investment Week. And during this time we had the chance to meet with the CEO of the Mauritius Commercial Bank, Mr. Alain Law Min, who gives us his views on the advantages of the UAE jurisdiction for financing projects, for trade and investments in the African market, and comments on the advantages and complementaries of both IFC. We are shooting right from the heart of the financial center in DIFC, where MCB has its offices. Welcome, Alain.
Thank you.
What brings you as one of the largest commercial banks in Africa to Dubai?
Well, MCB established its representative office since 2019, and with the good results and the good feedback, we've decided to upgrade our license to become an advisory office with a Category 4 license, which gives us the opportunity to create more proximity with our customers and which will enable us to do front office activities whilst booking transactions in Mauritius. So with the Mauritius Finance and Investment Week, and with all the stakeholders around, with the a strong delegation from Ministry of Financial Services, from Bank of Mauritius, from EDB, we thought it was a great opportunity to promote Mauritius as an international financial center, and also to officially launch our Dubai advisory office, which will happen on Thursday night.
Would it be fair to say that MCB in Dubai represents another golden opportunity for market penetration into sub-Saharan markets?
Well, Dubai for MCB supports our international expansion and diversification strategy, which we've launched now for the past 5 years around key customer segments, key areas of activities, being first of all energy and commodities, around trade finance and upstream financing, also on global and international companies, including PE funds and family offices, and also financial institutions and eventually private banking and wealth management. So those 4 areas of activities enable us to sell a wide range of products and services to those different entities that operate in those segments. Thanks to already our presence within the Indian Ocean region, via our associates and subsidiaries companies, where we are very present. We also have representative offices in Johannesburg, in Nairobi, in Paris. So Dubai adds another dimension to that coverage for us. Even if we are a major bank in Mauritius, but going on the international scene, we are very focused on those areas which I've talked about. So we hope that with our presence here, already with our existing customers, we can do more in terms of our coverage. The fact that Dubai is such a vibrant place and there's so many people interested to do business here, we believe that we can increase our coverage towards those new customers. But again, it's important that we are here to understand the environment, to know the customers before we embark in relationships with them.
Alain, how do you assess the complementarity of banking services between Mauritius and UAE? So for investment professionals or merely for businesses looking to expand to Africa?
Well, the banking sector here is very strong. I think around UAE we've got very strong banks, strong balance sheets, very liquid, and they're well rated, they're investment grade rated. So we believe that they are extremely good partners to collaborate with. In fact, in our recent syndicated medium-term loan, which we raised recently for $1 billion, more than 20% of banks that subscribe to and financial institutions that subscribe to the syndicated loan came from the GCC area. So that's a big chunk which we didn't see before, and I think this is an enormous opportunity. When we talk to them, we've seen that there's an appetite for banks here to look beyond their immediate environment. Beyond that, I think we see a lot of opportunities for even our own clients who use Mauritius as a base to operate, to invest into Africa, to really use the region, the UAE region, the banks here, for raising finance. And I think it's an enormous opportunity. Mauritius providing such facilities, but also to go areas where we've got deeper pockets where we can actually raise further financing. And obviously, Dubai in itself is an attraction for those global corporates that operate from Mauritius, because it's a very strong logistics center. It's got a lot of fintech around, so there's a lot of advantages that corporates from Mauritius can leverage on, and also from customers in this area, in the MENA region, in Dubai. I think there are opportunities as well for those companies to use Mauritius, because Mauritius has been, over the past years, a gateway for investment, for trade and investment into Africa. This will be increasing over the years. And I would say that recently on the COP26 conference, they've identified on the ESG front, on the climate front, that Africa needed $700 billion a year for the next 10 years if they want to meet their climate targets. So there will be a lot of money flowing into that part of the world. So again, from customers based here, I think there are opportunities that they can use Mauritius, which will be the conduit of investment into Africa.
What about Mauritian businesses that want to bank in Dubai?
We can definitely act as the bridge, because now that we are here, to find the right partners, because there are numbers, as I said, a lot of strong banks operate here, and we believe that depending on the level of expertise that is required, and as we get to know more of the local banking scene, we can be a facilitator to get the right partners on board. As I said, we are very focused. We don't do everything, so having partner banks will obviously help the investment from Mauritius into the Dubai region.
Are you planning to replicate the Africa Forward Together initiative in UAE?
The two aspects to this strategy is, first of all, providing services across the continent to banks that require services from us. And there, I must say that in the UAE, we via MCB Consulting, we already implement core banking systems for some banks in that region. So we're already present, and we're already doing, and hopefully with that office we'll probably try to do more. And on the other side of where we partner with banks, and I think there are enormous opportunities here to find. We've been talking to a number of those partner banks recently, and we're always finding opportunities for in the oil and gas sector, within the funds, the fund managers as well. How they can use Mauritius in terms of their for security services, for custody business.
In terms of business opportunities, UAE seems to position itself as a hub for fintech. DIFC, for instance, has recently launched the FinTech Hub. What is the opportunity for MCB there?
Well, as you know, we at MCB, we launched our digital factory in 2018, and we've been very busy with digital transformation at our bank. So we have used external consultants, and we have also sourced skills from across the world. I think we've come to a point now where we need more collaboration with other innovation centers. And Dubai is an extremely vibrant place for everything around technology. My colleagues are visiting a number of innovation centers run by MasterCard, Visa, payment specialists, banks. They're all here. They all want to tap into the skills and services that are available around technology. And over and above, there are a number of fintechs like the Hive, which are being set up thanks to the infrastructure that is being created to enable them to operate from here. So on two fronts, I think it can be useful for us is collaboration with some of the innovation centers and how we can partner with some of those fintechs to accelerate our own transformation. As you know, banks today, with the speed of digital products and services, we can't do everything on our own. Why not Dubai? Dubai is really the place where you can find these skills, all these services, all in one place. And why not have our own innovation center at some point in Dubai? But again, we're not competing one against the other. We can be complementary. There's a big lack of skills around technology today worldwide. And obviously Mauritius being so far away is quite complicated. But being closer to Dubai, being in Dubai will help to source talents from here.
Do you see Dubai becoming the financial capital of the world someday?
Well, Dubai is already among the top 10, I believe, in terms of international financial center. And I think it can justifiably have the ambition to be the leading financial center for the MENA region. First of all, it's the ease of doing business, which obviously Mauritius also has got that. But the air and sea connectivity is fabulous. I mean, you can go to anywhere in the world via Dubai. And ships stop in Dubai to transit. Obviously, it's got its own challenges, and I think one of the key challenges has always been around compliance, regulation, and I think Dubai has gone a long way. And probably that's where the complementarity with Mauritius can be useful, because Mauritius is obviously highly regulated. We tick all the boxes around regulation, compliance, and a lot of DFI use Mauritius because of such high level of governance. And as the two jurisdictions work together, I think Mauritius can help Dubai, and Dubai can help Mauritius to really elevate the two financial centers.
Absolutely. What is your message to the community of investors, wealth and fund managers in the UAE?
Well, MCB is the leading bank in the region, in the Indian Ocean region. It's also the only bank which is investment grade rated by Moody's on the African continent. We have also a long tradition of offering products and services to customers who have long invested in and traded with the African continent. So we know the region, we know the people. With Dubai as the international financial center, where we are now set up, I think we can have enormous opportunities to accompany a number of those customers who is seeking the access into the African continent via trade, via investment, or using Mauritius for its competencies, for its cost base, which is a lot cheaper than probably here in terms of its back office. So, or security services for fund managers. So I think there's a lot of complementarity that MCB in the Mauritian IFC can bring on the table to interest the investors and the fund managers operating from Dubai.
Thank you, Alain, for your incredible insight, very valuable insight into the two jurisdictions and how they complement each other. We really appreciate your time. If you would like to know more about the banking activities of MCB, whether here in Dubai or in Mauritius, then please go to our LinkedIn page, the Details Group LinkedIn page, and we'll share the links in the description below. This is Mark Morel from the Details News Desk. We'll see you again.